back with Steve Wilmot. Okay, different kind of tournament this year with fewer players, different expectations on everybody. You didn't get to have clubhouse passes that you've had in the past. The important thing here is how much money does the Heritage Classic Foundation get out of this to do what it wants to do? Are you close? Are you?
I mean, we're working on it, and do you know we do what we do, for the bottom line for charity and giving back, and there is a huge exercise of us right now. We certainly, our revenues was higher than it's been in the past. Our ticket sales were higher than it's ever been in the past. But our expenses also were too. So we're currently going through that exercise, which will take a few weeks to get a real better understanding of paying bills and counting money, and hopefully counting a lot more in money. But the response that we've gotten from the community, the response that we've gotten from our sponsors and our partners, it was a great week. Working with the Surge group here, as we all know, handles concessions. It was a banner year for them. We don't have, Sea Pines, the resort itself, handles merchandise and some things. Our understanding was a banner year.
You sold a lot of stuff.
And, so that's a part of the puzzle too, with some things, and we're looking at expenses. There's a lot of things that happen reactionary leading up to the tournament day. We need to do this, so we're looking at that and managing it right now.
But we'll probably end up somewhere in the ballpark of what you wanted to do, what your goal was to raise for the
we would hope to.
Foundation.
Yes, absolutely, and it's giving back. It's our scholars, and close to there's close to 80 different civic organizations that we support, and that's why we're doing this, and. The support that we got from the PGA Tour. You asked the question about the clubhouse. That was a difficult decision, and you think about a lot of things that we've done in the past. History is good and history is bad, and there's a lot of people in years past, the clubhouse, but it was the right thing in the fact of us being a signature event and being awarding this. In working with the resort as they did, they knew the importance to it. But then again, it goes in our planning process of how we've elevated the food and beverage experience at our concessions and 1 and 9 and the beer garden, some of these other things too, that it's amazing what the Surge group and our concessionaires are doing out there, and the groups are presenting that to everybody as well.
All right, let's talk about next year, because you always say it takes 53 weeks to get the next year's tournament done, so you're already thinking next year in some ways. Any idea if we're going to be 70 players, 150 players?
Keep asking questions.
Still the week after. Yeah, keep asking one and think.
I can tell you the one thing we have is we did get our dates yesterday.
Okay.
So it is the 14th through the 20th.
Still be the week after the Masters?
Week after, and the interesting thing about that too is there's a lot of moving parts with it, and there was a lot of ththings that happened last week, but it is Easter Sunday next year, the 20th. So that plays into our planning. It plays into the community's planning as well. It does. We all wish there was a spring break, Easter week, and tournament week, but that on top will come into our game planning. But the tour wants to be here. Our partners want to be here. Last week we did have, the PAC meeting was here, the Player Advisory Council meeting, the Policy Board meeting was here, SSG was here last week. The tour met with RBC.
Good thing you had the clubhouse to put them on.
Exactly.
That was good.
Yeah, and it was, the tour met with RBC, we met with RBC, we met with Boeing, the tour met with Boeing. A lot of these things were all happening, let alone other relationships and partnerships. But we've got some happy customers out there and wanting to be a part of things. But I compliment our staff and team in fulfilling what we've sold and presented. And
well, the customers that matter as much as anybody, though, are the players. You got a bunch of them here last year for the first time to try out the kind of elevated experience, the kind of one they kind of needed to show up. Scotty Scheffler came. He obviously liked it because he committed early and came back, and then he won. So he's coming back. We can announce that now. And did the other guys? I mean, was that pretty universal? The guys loved coming.
Absolutely. There was only one of the top 50 that actually withdrew over the weekend prior to coming, and everybody Loved it. Everybody loved being here. You know,
Good.
yes, it is without question the smallest field we've ever had, in 69 compared to what we had at 150 last year was a little different. But it gave you, it certainly felt like an elevated experience, a designated mini major or so. But it was a great week by all. And actually, it's interesting. You talk about Scotty. I'm currently working with his agent right now, and Scotty working on the Scheffler burger at Fraser. So. We sent him the form to fill out what he wants to build. So he's currently building a burger right now in his name that will be sold at Fraser's, and $1 of each burger sold goes to the Heritage Classic Foundation. So that's working with the Sea Pines Resort on that.
Perfect way to finish it. All right, good luck on getting a signature event again next year, if that's what you want. If you liked it the old way, that's fine too. Good luck with you on however that turns out.
Well, it's a compliment why we were awarded of this community. I mean, the tour wanted to be here because they knew we could pull it off. The players wanted to be here. The network wanted to be here. All the media people wanted to be here too. But it's a compliment to each and every one of our volunteers, and certainly the support we have from the town and Sea Pines and the resort. I can go on and on and on, and the state and the county. I mean, this is our state event. It's something that's very special. I'm very fortunate to be a part of, but it's truly a team effort and community effort.
I hope you're a part of it for this next year and then years after that. Thanks so much, Steve. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, Steve Wilmot, the tournament chairman of the RBC Heritage. We'll be back with more right after this.